Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy J.I here. For today's video, we're going to be playing MW3 beta. Now, obviously, I play the early access beta, so I got to play it like way. As soon as the beta actually started, I was already jumping in the game. One of the first things I like to do when the beta come out is not just play the game, but actually test different things. Test the movement, test the graphics, the frame rate, things like that. Test the weapons, explosions, equipment, pretty much everything that you can test before the game actually come out. And then when the game do come out, I want to go ahead and compare, you know, the beta with the actual release time. Now, I like, you know, jumping a lot into the gunfight as far as like, you know, the comeback 1-on-1, 2v2, things like that, how you feel getting into actual, you know, comeback with another player. So on this video, we're gonna be looking at the comeback system, how the game actually works as far as slide cancellation. Is this game actually suck or not? You guys probably saw in the thumbnail, is Modern Warfare 3 suck? Now, my honest opinion, once again, my previous video I kind of mentioned that, but my honest opinion. Now, this one is a little different, you guys. This one is more about the mechanics. It's more about the overall Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, just multiplayer in general. We're not going to talk about the campaign, the zombies, Warzone, any of that. Strictly multiplayer. Now, I can go ahead and mention two things right here, right off the back, you guys. As far as the pace of the game, as far as the movements, I gotta be honest with you guys. This feels, and maybe a lot of you guys probably gonna disagree with me, and some of you guys might agree with me, but this game right here actually feels like Call of Duty Vanguard. Now, I'm talking about just as far as the pace. I'm not talking about the game mechanics or anything like that, or what the game looks like. Now, the reason why I say that is because Call of Duty Vanguard was really fast. I mean, we talking about some of the fastest movements you can see on a Call of Duty game with some Call of Duty Vanguard. That game was so fast. So this is like Call of Duty Vanguard, just a little slower as far as the pace with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 2019 mechanics. Now, that's probably not that bad, to be honest. Like, if you really think about it, it's not bad. You getting the mechanics from Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 with the speed of Vanguard. That's actually what some people wanted. Now, the only bad thing about this whole situation is that some people wanted a slower pace, make it more like the old Call of Duty, which they kind of did on Modern Warfare 2. But then a lot of people realized that we actually wanted speed over, you know, being slow. A lot of people, especially the pro players, the people are really into Call of Duty, they just realized that, man, the pace is way too slow. Even if it had worked back then, back in the days on the old Call of Duty, doesn't mean that's the way we wanted to play the games now. Now, once again, that's maybe a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. It depends on the type of player you are. The only thing is that Call of Duty community is divided. Some people want a slower pace, some other people want a fast pace, and that kind of contradicts the whole situation with Call of Duty. Now, as far as the mechanics, I feel like, you know, the game is fine. I like it. It does feel like 2019, just faster. It feels like Modern Warfare 2 with better graphics, but faster. You know what I'm saying? With Vanguard speed. Now, not as fast as Vanguard, but almost like with Vanguard speed. Now, the graphics looks amazing. So my take on this whole game, this whole beta, is that a lot of people are gonna, once again, agree or disagree as far as how the game looks. I feel like the gunfight, so far, because I jumped back into MW2 right after this, it was a little easier to aim and shoot on MW2. What I mean by that, it's like I aim and shoot and I was able to drop bodies. I mean, it felt nice. Now it's getting smooth as well. I'm not saying MW2 is better than this one as far as like the aim and the shooting. I'm just saying that it's an adjustment that you have to get because of the speed and how fast the other players are moving. So it's going to take a little bit of adjustment for you to hit your target if they're moving faster. As opposed to MW2, they're moving a lot slower. So when you try to shoot the target, 9 out of 10, you're going to actually make contact because they're not moving as fast. You're not going to see people trying to break your camera, if you guys know what that means. You're not going to see a lot of people doing slide cancellation and avoiding your gunshots. Here you gotta be fast, you gotta be precise with your shots in order for you to get the kill. Now if you get them when they're not actually moving, then you actually gonna get the kill. Now some of the things that a lot of people are missing about this game is that, one, it's a beta. Slide cancellation might either get an increase or it might get a decrease. I feel like the slide cancellation is fine. I think like more like the aim down the side speed needs to be increased a little bit more. Now let me talk about slide cancellation now that we are on this topic. Slide cancellation is one of the biggest things that we want in Call of Duty, especially with the people that like to do content and stuff like that to make it look nice. Now when you're doing content and you do, like, you know, slide cancellation, you dropping bodies, you break people's camera and all that stuff, your gameplay looks a lot better. So when you do content, you know, more people are gonna watch it because, like, yo, he's really good at the game. It's supposed to be just running and gunning and not really showing too much of skills. So slide cancellation is a big thing for at least for Call of Duty content creators. As far as everybody else, if they like slide cancellation because they just like the mechanic, then that's another reason. That's another thing. Now, again, let me talk about slide cancellation. This one is a little different, you guys. If you guys don't know what I mean, okay, you gotta listen to this. So pay attention to this. One of the biggest problem I've seen so far on MW3 slide cancellation is that the aim down the side is a little slower, at least until you get probably those attachments to increase your aim down the side speed, or you get the perks. I think it's a perk, one of the boots that's supposed to help you with, you know, your ADS speed after you slide. But it's supposed to, like, now right off the back, you don't have really fast speed to aim down the side after you slide. Now the reason that's a problem is because the previous Call of Duty, MW 2019 and Vanguard, you didn't need a perk to actually bring that ADS up, you know, after slide. Your slide cancellation was right away was fast. You don't need a perk, you don't need an attachment to actually increase your slide cancellation and your ADS speed after slide cancellation. Now the problem with this one is that's one of the problems. The other problem is that this game introduced tactical slide or tactical ADS. Basically you slide and you aim down the side is sideways. Now the problem with that is that right now so far we don't have an option to turn it off. You only have an option to turn it off if you, like, the way I'm standing, right? If you're standing and you aim and then you click down or you click circle, whatever settings however you customize your setting. Let's just use the one that you click down. So you aim and then you click down and he automatically go to that tactical ADS, right? That's the standing version. Now it's another version that you're able to turn off. Look, you go to the settings, you can actually turn it off. It's another one where you actually slide and aim. As soon as you slide and aim, he goes to that tactical ADS. Right after that, he goes to the regular aiming where your weapon is looking straight and you aim. So what happened is when you slide and you aim, he goes tactical aim sideways, and then after that he brings the weapon up. That makes your weapon move from two separate positions, aiming from the side, and then you bring the weapon up. So when you try to shoot somebody and your weapon literally just move from sideways to then straight forward, you know, now your aim is off, and a lot of times that split second is gonna get you killed. They need to have a option where you can turn that off, because the only way for you not to do that when you slide and aim is for you to do slide cancellation. And if a lot of people don't know how to do slide cancellation, they're gonna automatically slide and aim sideways, and that right there is gonna mess you up. And that's one of the biggest problems. I mean, I've been playing MW2 and Warzone, Rebirth, Resurgence, all that stuff for the past 9 months. So the slide cancellation has been missing for the past 9 months. That now is like introducing that mechanic back. Every time I slide and aim, I aim sideways, and I'm not trying to aim sideways. I want to aim regular when I slide. So now I got to figure out, like, okay, I got to do a slide cancellation. So slide cancel, you really had to. The way I use mine is bumper jumper tactical. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my settings on a different video, so you guys want to stay tuned for that. The best way to do slide cancellation is to do bumper jumper tactical. What you do, you slide with the R3. If you're on the PlayStation, you slide with the stick, so you don't come off of them, and then you double tap it, and then you jump. So I'm jumping with L2, and then I aim with L1. So you gotta slide, double tap, and then you gotta jump with L2, and then you aim, and then right there you do your slide cancellation. The only problem is a lot of people, if they're not good at doing that stuff, you talking about sliding twice with the R3, jumping with L2, and then click L1 to aim. That's 3 different fingers doing some work. So before, it's like I'm able to slide cancellation, and if I don't, I'm able to aim right away after I slide. That right there is a problem. But that's the only issue that I have. I feel like another thing that really bothers me about MW3, which I feel like if a lot of people were complaining about this thing, how come they didn't remove it? And I'm guessing it's because they was trying to bring some of the Modern Warfare 2 weapons to Modern Warfare 3. These Modern Warfare 2 weapons, one of the ways that you were able to get some of the attachments and things like that is by doing the new feature. Now, that new feature that was introduced in MW2, it was basically you had to use a different weapon, right? Level up that weapon to unlock the attachments for a specific weapon. So if I'm using the MCW assault rifle, and then I want to get a certain attachment, a certain barrel or silencer or whatever, and then the game is telling me I had to use a different weapon in order for me to get that attachment. That right there kind of bothers me, because if I don't want to use the other weapon, I shouldn't have to use the other weapon just to unlock those attachments. So I'm being forced to actually use a weapon that might be terrible, where I'm going to be jumping into a match and I'm going to be dying a lot trying to use a weapon that's not good just to unlock an attachment. To me, they should have removed that on MW3. They brought it back. I don't understand why, and I feel like that's a negative. I really hate that. Also, the ghost perk. Why is it that every Call of Duty game, they put the ghost perk as the last one? So you talking about, if you introduce the perks, let me pick whatever perk I want to pick right off the bat. I don't have to get to level 27 to be able to get a certain perk. So from the beginning of my rank all the way to level 27, the amount of times that I already have die because people are able to see me on the minimap 24/7. I mean, people gonna call the UAV the whole time, and literally every time somebody call UAV, what's gonna happen? They're gonna see me and I'm gonna die because I don't have the ghost perk. I should have the option to jump into a match with whatever perks I'm picking straight from the beginning of the match. Besides those few things like I just mentioned, I don't feel like nothing's wrong with the game. The movements are fine, the graphics are great, the weapons feel amazing. And that's about it, man. That's about it. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about MW3 beta? Or do you guys feel like it still needs a little work? What do you guys feel about the perk goals being at the end? Also, getting attachments by using, unlocking the attachment by using certain weapons just to unlock the attachments. And everything else that we talk about, slide cancellation. What do you guys think about that? But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss my future video. And we'll see you guys next time, next one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys later.
Victory, baby.